Hey, good morning, everyone. Hey, kids. It's really great to see you again. This is Miss Mary. Um, Today, we're going to talk about a man in the Bible. I'm going to give you some hints, and I want to see if you can figure out who it is. He was a short little man, and he climbed up in a tree. Can you guess who that is yet? I'll give you a second to think about it. Oh, you are right. You're right. You guessed it. It's Zacchaeus. And this story about Zacchaeus is found in the Bible in Matthew chapter 14, verse 13 through 22. And the story is about Jesus going through the town that Zacchaeus lived in, because Jesus traveled from town to town telling all about God and teaching people. And he got to Zacchaeus' town, and Zacchaeus wanted to see Jesus really bad. But he was short, and he was in a crowd of people, and he couldn't see over people. Have you ever been somewhere where you couldn't see because people in front of you were too tall? Like maybe at a parade, but your mom and dad were able to pick you up and like put you on their shoulder, or maybe they put you on their hip so it made you higher so you could see. Well, that's how Zacchaeus felt, but because he was a grown man, he didn't want to ask someone, hey, can I climb up on your shoulders? And so he did the next best thing. He climbed up in a tree so that he could see over everyone when Jesus walked by. And Jesus did. Jesus walked by, and he happened to walk by the tree that Zacchaeus had climbed up in. And Jesus looked up at Zacchaeus, and what did he tell Zacchaeus to do? Do you remember? That's right. He told Zacchaeus to come down. And so Zacchaeus scrambled down out of the tree. And then Jesus told Zacchaeus, I want to go to your house. And this really, really confused people, because they just did not understand why Jesus would want to spend time with someone like Zacchaeus, because not many people liked Zacchaeus. He was what you call a tax collector. And a tax collector was a person that the king would send out to people's workplaces or to their homes, and he would tell the tax collector, go tell these people they owe me, let's say, 5 coins. So Zacchaeus would go out like the king told him. He would go to someone's home, and he would say, the king said you owe him 6 coins. Now, that wasn't what the king told him. The king told him to go get 5 coins from these people. But what Zacchaeus would do would get the 6 coins, he'd give 5 to the king, and then he would keep the extra. And he did this to everyone. And people knew it. They knew Zacchaeus was lying. They knew he was cheating. But they also knew they had to pay their taxes or they could get put in jail. So people really, really were confused because Jesus wanted to spend time with Zacchaeus. And the reason Jesus wanted to spend time with Zacchaeus was because he wanted to show Zacchaeus what he was doing wrong, and so that Zacchaeus could make things right in his life. And so Zacchaeus and Jesus talked, and Zacchaeus asked Jesus, what can I do to make it right with people? And Jesus, I wasn't there for the conversation, but I'm assuming Jesus said, well, what do you think you need to do to make it right? And so Zacchaeus did tell Jesus, that I know what I can do. I can go pay back all the money that I stole from people. And actually, he said he would do better than that. He would pay them more than what he stole from them. And so from that day forward, Zacchaeus did the right thing. He didn't steal from people anymore. He didn't lie to people. He did what Jesus wanted him to do. And so what we can learn from that is to always do what Jesus tells us to do. Do the right thing. So before I go, I want you to help me sing the song that goes with this story. And I know you remembered, it hasn't been that long since we've been to church. But you got to get out your little wee man. He's a little short guy, right? And you'll have to excuse my singing, but we can do this. Ready? Zacchaeus was a wee little man was he. He climbed up in the sycamore tree to see what he could see. And as our Savior came walking by, he looked up in that tree and he said, Zacchaeus, you come down from there, 'cause I'm going to your house today, for I'm going to your house today. Very good. All right, guys, that's our lesson for today, and I will see you Wednesday. So I miss you, I love you, and you make sure you take care of yourselves. We'll see each other soon. Bye-bye.